So we are going to look at our first use case for our stacks. We're going to do 3 of them before we move on to queues, which will be pretty short. So first we're going to look at palindromes. So a palindrome is a word, phrase, number that can be read the same backwards and forwards. So madame or race car. So sometimes we allow various adjustments to be made, like as I have up here, a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Was it a car or a cat I saw? Or no X in Nixon? Composing literature, right? So it's tough to do palindromes, but or to come up with new ones, but it's a fun exercise. But we're not going to be looking for anything that's anything to generate some palindromes or some phrases like that. But instead, what we're going to do is write a program that detects palindromes. So I have a bunch of palindromes here. Let's go ahead and add some non-palindromes to this. Laser. Attack. Dawn. So those are non-palindromes. So what we're going to do is use a stack to accomplish this, because stacks are great at reversing things, as you saw in the initial videos. So stack a stack of characters. So we're going to make a stack of characters. Stack. It's equal to new stack. And we're going to use the stack I built, and hopefully it works. And what we're going to do is that we are going to put all the letters, we're going to take each string and then reverse it using the stack. We're going to push every single letter into the stack and then pop every single letter out. And specifically letters. So we're going to totally skip the spaces and the commas. Okay, so, and then we'll print out whether true or false it's a palindrome. So, I'm not going to bother doing it in a function, even though I totally should. Why not? Public Boolean is public static Boolean is palindrome. String word. So how do we do this? Let's go ahead and say we need a stack of characters, like I said before. Stack of characters, stack equals new stack. Oftentimes, if you don't have an explicit stack, you can use a linked list to just, make it. We're going to assume it's a palindrome until it's not. So return true. And we want to reverse the string, so I'm going to create a string reversed. It's equal to, there's just, string reversed is equal to that. And now, we're not going to use a for loop. We are going to use a while loop. While, for loop here. So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than word dot length, I plus. And now we will just simply do stack dot push the character on. So what is the character? Word dot car at I. So we're going to go through each character in turn and push it onto the stack. So if I've got, for instance, wolf, right? W-O-L-F will be at the top, then L, then O, then W, so it would come out flow. All right, just like in the example that we did earlier. So now, how do we pop it out? Well, while stack dot is empty is false. While the stack is not empty, what do? I will just simply Let's see. While that's not empty, we will stack dot pop off the character, and then take the character that we just popped and add it to reversed. There we go. Nothing too much. Nothing too much for there. Next, what do we have to do? And that's essentially it. The only thing that we might want to do is just to make sure that we can account for the commas. If word.car at I, let's see, character dot is alphabetic. That seems to be good. Let's see what that will do. Control Q. Determines if it is an alphabet. So, letter. If it is, then we push it on. Otherwise, we're going to skip it. Actually, that's going to give us a bit of trouble there. So, let's go ahead and say string cleaned word is equal to And now the reason I have a cleaned word is so that we can skip the characters that we don't want. And then, so we'll have a copy where basically all the characters we didn't like are taken out. And now, return cleaned word dot equals reversed. So for string words, I don't know why it does it like this. For every string word in words, sout is palindrome word. And let's see. Running. True. False.